Hello, dear friends. Good evening across India. It's a wonderful day today. It's a beautiful evening out there. Good morning to America and, of course, to the world. Different parts of the world, different time zones. And, of course, here now we are connected with a beautiful celebrity all the way from India. She's from Bangalore. She's Dr. Aruna Wadkar, a wonderful human being full of zeal, full of life, and full of proactiveness that you are going to get that even within you. She's out there to inspire you with all that she's been doing through these years and continuing a journey, 30 plus years of experience. She belongs to the academic sector, a coach, a trainer, a mentor, a guide, and whatnot. A lot of feathers in her cap. My dear friends, let's welcome our celebrity today, Dr. Aruna Wadkar from Bangalore. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Thank you, Crystal, for this warm introduction. Thank you so much for getting me on this platform as well.
Thank you.
Lovely meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We love your voice. There's magic in your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear friends, it's time now to introduce our special guest, our celebrity in an official way. Of course, with the permission of our celebrity. Ma'am, with your permission, I'd like to share certain official details about you. May I go ahead with it, please?
Please do. Thank you. Please do.
Thank you, dear. Yes, friends, I'll share a few details, official details, how our celebrity has overcome all the difficulties and has managed to reach where she is today with 30 plus years of experience and dedication. She's still smiling, standing tall and sharing her vision, her experience with us today on the International Fabtalks. Dear friends, I take the privilege of sharing and introducing our special guest. She is Dr. Aruna, who is a dedicated person, very resourceful. She's a passionate educator coming from the army lineage. And there is the secret. That's it. We've got it out, ma'am. Over more than three decades, 30 plus years, three decades above in the field of education and corporate. She has a beautiful vision to create a learning environment, not only for children, it is for teachers, for anyone who wants to learn. She's there out to give her best to the teachers, to the students, to parents, to people like you and people like me. And friends, she wants us to develop intellectually. Not only intellectually, she wants us to be emotionally strong individuals, develop emotional maturity. Apart from this, she wants us to equip on personal values and make us tomorrow's leaders. She wants to see a leader in each one of us, in you, in me, in parents, in children and teachers, and with good ethics. And she loves to learn and she wants to be a lifelong learner. Not only that, she wishes that all of us be lifelong learners. And dear friends, she also has this beautiful thing called the transformation within her. She loves to transform people. You could call her a transformational coach or a transformational genius. I would like to say that. She's always believed that transformation is the step or the stepping stone to success. You want to transform yourself? It is learning. It is teaching. It is leading. And dear friends, she would like to work towards not only for people in Bangalore, in Karnataka, in India, it is across the world. She would love to inspire everyone out there across the world with all the talent that she has gained through experience. She focuses on experiential learning as well, my dear friends. I'd like to take you further ahead and let you know that our guest is unique and she would like, to motivate children and impart, something for children. I'd like to put it in the right way. Learning beyond books. It's not only that we get knowledge from books. Beyond books, you have to go there and give the children and the individuals out there. Beyond books, you learn a lot. And that is called experiential learning. And I really applaud you, ma'am, because you have this concept in you. Education beyond books. Wonderful. Very nice. Wherein educators should create relevant learning and accelerate the changes of the environment, help them to grow in a beautiful atmosphere where it is non-threatening. Nobody should have that fear for education. Oh, I have to read this book, that book. You can learn, in fact, from any given time or, any given situation you can learn. So different situations will make you learn and ma'am will tell you how and why as we go on to our journey. She says, one of the most important things required for every individual is respect and trust, loyalty. It could be the teacher, it could be the student, management, the corporate zones. You should have this trust and respect for each other. And she would love to empower people Why? Ask me, my dear friends. She wants more innovators. No plagiarism. She wants you to be original. She wants you to be researchers. And hence she has put up her training module to make you innovators and researchers. For this, we thank her for all that she is to us and to each one of you. Dr. Aruna is associated with many organizations to bring about change. Not only change, she wants to empower women as well. Not only the teachers out there, women across the world, to uplift the society with a lot of passion and dedication. She's been at various conferences, and given her best as a speaker and a panelist as well. Dear friends, her future endeavors, just ask me now, what are her future dreams? Let me just share this. To impart education beyond books that we discussed earlier, wherein the educators or the managements should create relevant learning material for them. And, bring about that vast change in the mindset of children. She wants the children to transform their mindset, not to have a fixed mindset, and come out of their comfort zone, come out of their shell. She would love to transform the little caterpillar into a butterfly. That's what I guess she's into, bringing out the innovator in you, bringing out the researcher in you, and putting you on the right zone, on the right path of life. Dear friends, and there's much more to ma'am's, list of achievements. I think if I keep sharing much more, it will take a very, very long time. I'd like to just dive into the interview session now, get to know more and more about our guest directly from her. Ma'am, you are so humble. You have such a lot of achievements and yet so down to earth, approachable. And when I was, communicating with you, bonding with you, you are very polite. And that's the mark of, one of the best individuals in the world, to be polite to others. Even however they may be, but you show your politeness, they automatically will, it's that positive energy that attracts. So you have that in you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, dear ma'am. We begin with the interview round, the first round. How would you define yourself? Who is the real Dr. Aruna Wadkar?
Okay. So defining myself, it's so very difficult, to know yourself, actually. We takes years together to find out what are we or how are we defining ourselves. It's very, very important factor. At the same time, only when you reflect on yourself, you will know that what am I or what are you as an individual. So me as an individual, yes, I'm a fun-loving, jovial, like to interact with people, more of social connect, I love to meet people, and learn from each and every individual. At the same time, yes, defining when I say that, as you said, when you were introducing me, honesty, loyalty, trustworthy, all those are the factors which again scares me as well. So there are both ends. So defining that. So yes, this is something that I have learned about myself long way, good with people network and more of administration and dealing with managements. So with the experience that I have gained throughout, so that is what I define myself. At the same time, as you said, very humble. That is the most important thing that a person needs to inculcate in themselves, because the more higher the education you have, the higher the degrees that you have, it is important that you don't fly in air. The more the education, the more the humble. It teaches you how to be more humble. It doesn't teach you that I am like proud of and you are nothing. So everyone have their own ways. Everyone have their own talent, skills. So respect each other. So humbleness is one that I have inculcated in my life from way back.
So nice, so beautiful. Put all of that inside. That's really very nice, ma'am. I like the way you put this, you see. No matter how highly educated you are, you have to be down to earth and humble. The more you are educated, you'll humble yourself more. No arrogance, no ego.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you, ma'am, for being so nice. That's really nice to remind people out there, no matter how highly you're educated, never forget that you are a human being like others. Just be humble. As ma'am said, the higher you are educated, the highest education you may have, you should be humble, because many people out there are humble and have a lovely heart, just like Dr. Aruna Wadkar. So that's it, the message. Concentrate on your education, at the same time concentrating on being a dignified individual. Wonderful, ma'am. That's really very nice.
Thank you.
Dear ma'am, we are impressed with your journey. 30 plus is not a joke. 30 plus and you're smiling still, strong still, fun, loving. The inner child in you is alive still. That's the best part of it. How do you manage to do all of this? You might have faced a lot of stress. Yes, you ups and downs on the personal and professional front. Yet there's a wonderful smile on your face that, I have a lot to give to the universe and I have to gain a lot as well. Learn a lot.
Yes.
So how do you manage your stress? Could you help us? Because many of us, we all have that stress, and just the slightest, at the drop of a hat, we are stressed. So how do you manage your stress that could benefit us? Would you like to share?
All right. Thank you. That is something which is a very known thing right now amongst everybody, right? That I'm stressed, I'm not having a work-life balance, and how do we do? But it all depends. What I think, as per my experience, what I have learned and have taken in life is that, yes, if you know that every problem has a solution, if you have your calmness, if you have your thinking capability, open mindset, then what happens is, you know that there is difficult equation in math has a solution. Why not in life? So when God has given you a task to be living on this earth, he knows that he's giving you that task, and he knows that you would be able to cross the hurdle. Definitely, yes, that is what I have learned. But only thing is, instead of taking stress to the other side of your brain, it is good that you look straight and focus, what can I do in this situation? What is that how is that I can solve it? If you think for yourself, it is very difficult. I'm not telling that easy. It's like, the quote that says, easy said than done. Oh, she's telling it, but then how is that we manage? It's all in our mindset. Everything is what our mind does. Everything is what our mind works. Everything is that what our mind thinks. How we take every aspect of life. Stress is something, yes, in the beginning of my life, yes, I had a lot of stress. I'm not sure, is it called stress? Because I was surrounded with n number of things that could come in, and how would I face? What would I do? How, as you said, professional and personal. So not everybody's life is a cakewalk, right? It is full of struggles. It's not easy. Right. And especially, when I talk about women empowerment, I'm also talking about single parents. I'm also talking because I'm one of the single parent as well. So when you have that, sometimes it shows like, what do I do? How do I do? So it is like you sit for a while on your own self, and there is a solution. It may take time, but there is a solution for everything. It's not that we do yoga. There are many things that we do yoga. There are many people, many of them have very difficult life. It's not that easy. It is very difficult. Because when they choose to go for, okay, let me do yoga. I reduce my stress. Let me have depression pills that might reduce. But for stress, there is no medicine. Yes, yoga, definitely it helps. Probably one is used to and you can learn. But there are no medicine for any depression or stress. It is you as a person who could solve it. You are the one who could make your mind know, I am there and this has come. I will be able to cross this hurdle. I will be able to. So the stress is something which was there in the beginning, early years of mine. Because right now, when you said that 30 plus years, you can imagine what age I am now. I'm 59 right now. So you imagine the life that I have been through and what I have seen in life is nothing but, it taught me many things. And especially it teaches you when you don't have anybody around with you to share, you start questioning yourself. Would I be able to solve this? What is the way that I can solve? Can I find a way that I can go ahead and solve this particular issue? Then go on to the next, then go on to the next. So it is your own mindset, Kristen. Nothing else, but it is your own mindset. There is nothing called like, management as such. But if you reflect on your own self, question yourself, answer yourself. Your answers may be, objective. This. But in that, which one you choose to be an answer, that is what you will get the answer right for your own self. And for that, you have to reflect on and see which is going to be, good for you to go ahead and solve any of the stress that you have.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thanks for sharing all of that. I was listening keenly to you. That's really very nice. You started off with a mathematical, problem. So every mathematical problem has a solution. In the same way, you people out there, including me, should understand this from ma'am's sharing, that yes, you will have problems, but there are solutions. And you are the one who's going to solve it. With the right frame of mind, reflect, right? That's really nice. Sit down calmly, reflect on yourself and find out which is the best solution, to de-stress. It's, it's good to, manage your problems. Not, of course, yoga and all, you said that it may help you, but ultimately it is you who have to take hold of your problem and solve it. Find the solutions. Get help from A, B, whoever it may be. Take help or solve it yourself, but do not suffer in silence. Yes, that's really nice. And we love you, ma'am, because you're a strong single parent, as you said, and it has made you stronger. And you are an inspiration for many of the moms out there or single parents, irrespective of gender. There are many single parents out there. That's really nice. They will derive strength from you. Great. I love that. You sit down and manage your stress. And in fact, you need not share your stress with everyone. Sit down and wait for the right answer. You will get it. That's really nice. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful.
Pleasure.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, you are jolly, fun-loving, as you said. And I could see there's lots of, that bubbly nature still in you. The child is still in you, alive. I said, the little child is in you still. The inner child, they call that. How were you as a little kid? Were you the same one that you are now? Or were you more mischievous, naughty, bubbly, cheerful, or a shy little girl? How were you when you were a kid?
Okay, it's a mixed question that I should answer in this manner, because we grow, we should make sure that our inner child shouldn't die. That has to be alive. If that child dies in you, you will not find your way out from anywhere. That should be there. You need to behave like a kid, act like a kid, mingle with the kids. And because they are the one which gives you that inspiration to be, very lively inspiration that they give you. For you to take it positive and make it vibrant in your own life. And as a kid, if I say, academically, yes, during the initial years to the top, right? And at the same time, naughty is something that I carry from the childhood. And any children, when I see them being naughty or doing something, and that's the age. You cannot stop them. You cannot snub them. That's the age that they have to. Because I was very naughty, and luckily my teachers, because academic was good, they ignored my naughtiness. So it was how it worked. So, she does everything, but at the same time, she has academically good record. So I was very naughty. And yes, until you can take it as high school as well. And, to steal guavas from the gardens, to steal mangoes from the gardens. And we were more oriented outside, unlike what our children are today. They are like, glued inside the house. We were glued outside the house. Parents used to, call us back. You have a home, please come back. But now we say there is something outside, please go and play. So it's the vice versa, what we are finding the gap right now. And the outside playing teaches you when you fall, you get up, When you fall, you know how to mend your bruises, what to apply, thing, not bothered even if you have bruises. Unlike right now, because our parents left us. Fine, you're naughty, but they gave us they drew a line. What is good and what is bad. That is the same thing that we need to tell our parents right now. Children fall, whether it's one kid or we have 10 kids or whatever we have, how much ever numbers of kids we have, they need to fall, know how to get up. If you don't allow them to fall and get up, they will never ever be independent. They will never grow. So that is how I as a kid has been grown up, and again in a very strict disciplinary. Being into army background and being into that 5 o'clock tea time means 5 o'clock tea time, you have to be at the table. Otherwise, no tea. 8 o'clock dinner, you have to be there. We have to be there. Otherwise, ठीक है, खाना नहीं है, no food for you. We were brought up. I'll share one very nice, because even I remember right now, when we eat food, we make noise, right? And usually when we chew and make noises, not everybody likes it because it's a table etiquette. So that time when I used to, every time, how much they say no, I'll do purpose. Deliberately, I will do that. So I used to do. One day I got a big whack that I fell down from the chair. That was the first and the last that I ever made noise when eating. So a spanking, yes, because it has become like no corporal punishment as such. Definitely no. We cannot give the pain to the kids, but at home, we need to bring those values, those etiquettes, those discipline has to be brought. That is where I have come from. So I enjoyed my childhood as well, being outside the world. I can't hear you. Sorry.
Yes, dear. You'll hear me now because I muted myself.
Yes.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, you've taken me on a beautiful journey down my memory lane as a kid, robbing guavas and mangoes. I did that.
Yes.
I was spanked by my parents too. I made all those noises while chewing food, and I could recollect all of my childhood memories, matching with yours. That's really very nice. And we all had this out time, and then we get a call and then we have to rush in. They gave us the freedom, but they kept us,
Yes.
under the watchful eye. Nowadays, as you very well said, we send the children out, go and play out. Many of them are not interested to go out because they are glued to the screen.
Very true.
Very well you put that way. No, it's vice versa, like you said. That's really nice. Wonderful, man. You took me also down there where I had to go and had to even revisit my childhood and come back with you. Wonderful. I enjoyed it. Yes, dear. As you said, 5 o'clock is tea time and 8 o'clock is, dinner time. And if it is no, is a no. They were very strict. They were loving. And you said, let the child fail. Let the child fall. And when you go out and play, you fall down, you have a fight and you make up. So you're learning experiences in life, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. If you're in the four walls all to yourself, where will you learn? And where is the networking and bonding?
True. Wonderful. Very true. Very true.
You're very thoughtful, You have a lot of wisdom. Great.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you are an inspiration to us. 30 plus years, you might have been a great inspiration to so many. You are still, and today you are on the International Fabtalks, a great inspiration. But here the question lies like this. Who is your inspiration? Who is your role model?
Okay. So sometimes in life, Crystal, it shows that, sometimes you are so much surrounded with your own life thing, then you don't find anybody whom you take as a role model. Whom you take, you don't know. This is a fact I'm talking about. I can just say I take a role model as that person or this person, but fact is what we don't find anybody. But yes, saying that, I always had a role model in my own family, my uncle, and who is retired major now, and he is in Hyderabad as well. And yes, he is the one where I learned many lessons from him, the way he talks, the way he carries himself, everything more than my parents. I imitated him. Until date, I'm sticking on to what I considered him as a role model when I after when I got census, I started to think as a teenager or whatever you say, yes, he is one of the role model. But again, as I said, not everybody has a role model in their own life. Sometimes you yourself are the role model for yourself. You yourself are the role model, because when you learn from the practicality of life, you find solutions, you get the way, keeping your head high, not pointing fingers at you for any, as such, the societal pressure. But then how you come across, okay, I pat my back, okay, I've crossed this, I've done this. So sometimes you yourself need to consider as a role model, and that is how you will go further, creating yourself as a role model to others. Very simple, study of your own self that is needed. And yes, role model to when you go read books and all the stuff that, as you said, there are many role models to learn. And I'm doing social cause, our very famous Saint Teresa is there. Teresa, we learned so much from her. Even Florence Nightingale, we learned from her. So many books that we read, that those are the things that we think, and okay, let us imbibe it in our own self. Why can't we? We should. So indirectly or directly, there are many things around through your books, through your personalities that you read, the great personalities, and then yes, there is something that you need to imbibe it. Just reading passively, forgetting it, doesn't make sense.
Wonderful, ma'am. That's really nice. I love the way you say pat your own back. Pat your back. So because you become a role model, you know that yes, you are very strong. You don't require an inspiration. You don't require a role model, because you are one. You are doing something unique. You are doing something great. And you know you're on the right path. You're doing what you're doing is right. So you begin to consider yourself an inspiration for others. Automatically that goes up into your brain, and you know, yes, I'm doing something right, and I am going to give a pat on my back. That
is needed, because again, saying that not with a wrong attitude, but with a right attitude.
Yes.
It is not that I'm proud that I'm showing my attitude in a wrong manner, that, okay, I am the one. No, I'm not telling that at all. Because yes, many women and many students, as you said, a failure, you see, it doesn't stop anything. So you start learning, and when you learn and you get into that structure of, okay, I can do it, I am doing it, I will be able to do it. So when you do that and you're overcoming, growing up in your life, then that is when you really pat your back, because there's nobody else unless you make up your mind to do it.
Wow, that's wonderful. Very nice. Brilliant, ma'am. Very nice. I like the way you simplified it again, You took back your time and you said, yes, I don't tell it with ego. I tell it in a very humble way that, yes, I tap my back, I give myself a pat and say that I've done a good job and I help myself to grow, empower myself and others. Wonderful. Great, dear.
Thank you.
Dear ma'am, how would you like to be remembered in this world, and why should people remember you?
Okay. So this question is like, for me, okay. I definitely have not thought why that people should remember me. No, I have not thought that. But not as Dr. Aruna or whatever, but I believe that the smallest thing, the work that we do, should talk more than the name. Should talk more than the name. My designation doesn't talk. My designation, if my designation talks, then my work doesn't speak. If my work talks, my designation will be there whether I am or I am not. So it is like, I would like to make sure, as I, in the profile, as I have also mentioned that I just opened my startup. It is Harvest Educational Transformation Solutions for academic educational purpose. And also a trust. It is ARPIT, that is Anuveda Rahat Pratishtha India Trust. So I opened these two after the long experience that I had with no funds, nothing. I don't have funds. When you're a single parent and you really want to, make your two kids grow up, your two kids to grow up, make them study. And yes, even you study when you become single after that, along with them. And not easy that you have funds, right? And then my work started talking. That's how I am known. And yes, everywhere or anywhere when I even I'm so grateful to all the big people or the humble people that have come across my way, that if I consider any event, if I conduct any event on my platform, I do conduct a lot of events, awards on my platform, and I also conduct physical events as well every year. So online platform, if one person I call, please tomorrow, can you be the guest of honor or the chief guest? Ma'am, आप बुलाए और हम नहीं आए, हम जरूर आए. So in a day, I can just get a person on the stage to make them that, to honor the platform of mine. With them, I am honored because they agreed to. And they're highly qualified, highly status people. And yes, until unless you respect others, and out of the blue, even if you're not spoken for 1 year with them, but then one day I give a call. So Crystal is ready that, okay, I'm coming on your platform, right? It is not, I'm just giving an example. So that is how I want the people to know me as such.
Brilliant, ma'am. That's really very nice. Because you have a good heart, you know how to communicate, you know what you want from life, and you make other people aware of the reality of life. So that's how they're able to connect with you and bond with you and get back, whenever you call them or interact with them, they're always there with you. It's very nice. Really, very nice. I love that.
Thank you.
Not breaking bonds, keeping it open, keeping communications open. At any time, we could be of help to them and they could be of help to us. Very nice. Beautiful. And congratulations to your new setup that you've started, your new dream project, and of course your trust as well. We wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I love the fact that you said, yeah, I studied along with my children. I educated myself along with my sons, my kids. That's really very nice. I love that.
Yes, because to be very frank, today I'm on this stage. I've been called on many platforms. I am doing the work. But why I said that, humbleness should come, because my first job was like as a teacher. And I got the job, even you would not believe it, because all believe with the certification that you have. I got the job with 12th fail. Those days, 1993, 1992, something. So I got the job. I was 12th fail. I couldn't complete my, though being good in academic situation, certain times doesn't allow you to perform. That is what you need to understand, what the teachers need to understand. There could be many things that the child is going through as to, for this particular failure, instead of tagging them or judging them. So I got the job, and situations didn't turn out that well with any part of the life. I mean, I'm no regrets, no complaints, but at the same time had a responsibility of my kids. So I got the job as a teacher as a 12th fail. I was on cloud 9, I was on cloud, oh, that's all. Even if you're failed, you get a job, right? And but after 5 years, and trust me, that was the most difficult phase, because the first time I had come out of the 4 walls to step out into the world, not knowing people's skills, not knowing how to teach, not knowing what to do. But as I said earlier, focus, you learn things, and I'm a very good learner as well. So I learned, and then after 5 years, I was kicked out. After 5 years, I went back to my college, got admission for my 12th, completed my 12th, did my BA, B.Ed, M.Ed, and whatever I am today is along with my kids and me. And my daughter is into, she's a lecturer with psychology. She's done her double master's and a counselor. My son is also having a very good job as a medical transcription senior editor as well. So what I mean to say is, it's not that, you get depressed for everything. There is a way out. You need to find out. And that is the work. When I say, if I mentioned it in a very short discussion, what I made about my own self, that I wanted to tell all the women that even if you're not alone, it is not that you leave your hopes. You are there, you can, and you will be able to do it.
Yes, dear. In fact, you will emerge more stronger. You'll become a better
Absolutely.
decision maker. You can protect your kids from toxic, zones. You can really empower your children. That's really nice. And I'd like to add this, irrespective of gender, if you're a single parent, my dear friends, you are a king and a queen to your own life.
Own thing. Yes.
That's it. That's really nice. I really love that concept, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, and I enjoyed the way you said, I got my job and I worked it, and then I completed my 12th and BA and B.Ed and so on and everything. I was like, wow, stars and stars, 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. That's very nice. Great.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Dear ma'am, any favorite movie?
Not one particular movie as such. I like to watch.
You have to just select one particular movie and share, like, why are you focusing on this movie? What did you learn from that movie?
Oh, I mostly, if you ask instantly, nothing would come to my mind, but I see more of art movies.
Okay, that's great.
Because they bring into more practicality
reality
of what is happening in the society, whether it could be, related to transgender, it could be related to crafts, or it could be related to your students, how the students are being treated, or how the students face the issues. So all these which interests me, and those are the learnings that I take from them. But yeah, one movie which I really liked recently as in maybe 2-3 years down the line, I may not remember because I don't watch more. So which I watched was Duster.
Chalk and Duster, is it?
Chalk and Duster. Sorry.
Shabana
Azmi and Juhi Chawla.
Yes, I get it.
And what's her name? Bad with that. But yes, Chalk and Duster. How, as you initially mentioned, the teachers have been put down, the teachers have been, taken for granted. You listen to what I say, and there are many leaders, management and the leaders who say that do what I say. It's not related to any particular person or something, but generally I'm talking is that the school is there, the principal or the head of the institution is there, and therefore the higher authority says do as I say. So the second authority says the third authority that yes, do as I say. Nobody to be blamed. So it is like, how you change that, and how your confidence level should not be lost in that phase. That is what is there in that movie. So I really like that movie very much till the end, and how the students of hers, from the years that she's been teaching, the student of her, they come for help. That is what she has, or a teacher has instilled in a child, to remember that a particular teacher can be remembered forever in their life. So that's the reason.
Very true, very true. Yes, dear friends, it is Chalk and Duster. You could also watch it. It's a lovely movie with a beautiful social message. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, as a teacher, and of course, into different fields you were, and you're still continuing a beautiful journey, and you've been on the professional front 30 plus years. Have you ever been able to snatch away a few days and go on a holiday? And if so, you've done that, which was the favorite holiday destination? And if it is no, would you like to take some days off and go to a favorite destination? How would you like to put
what
that?
What answer do I give?
I mixed up everything for you.
Okay. To be very when I go pan-India, I go pan-India for trainings, right? I've been called for trainings, teacher trainings, especially, which I am into. And my work and visiting the place happens simultaneously. So every place I go, I definitely visit all the places. Suppose I'm going to Chikmagalur, I'll visit certain places, not all the places, but certain places in that If I'm going to Mumbai, I'll watch certain places there. Anywhere I go, I do my work and also visit those places. And yeah, when if I want to really, I didn't get an opportunity to travel abroad till date. However, I'm just thinking that, I want to visit France and Paris for sure.
Okay, that's really nice. We wish you that you soon, visit your holiday destination very
Thank
soon.
you.
Maybe towards the end of this year, or maybe in the coming next few months in 2024. 100%.
Yes.
Yes, dear. We'd love to see you happy there. Come back from there and give us your experiences. Share your experiences.
Definitely. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, what is that one thing you like about yourself? This is Aruna, and this is the core quality of Dr. Aruna Wadkar. This is me. I love myself because this is the core quality within me. What is that quality?
Is it you want me to say in one word?
No, you could just explain it like.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Me, as in, I will describe it as a self-motivator, a strong mindset in a right manner, and with love with people, being very, truthful to whatever I do. And why I say that truthful is during my journey with my professional life as well. It so happens that we are so naive sometimes that we don't know what the other person is manipulating on us. We become very naive, and it is very easy for me to be that naive, and I would be taken for granted. So it is that being very trustworthy and very transparent. And the way I am, I see the world that way. And that is where we, couple of times we get into a bit of, hurt and pain. So yes, that is how I describe myself.
How sweet. That's really very nice, ma'am. Dear ma'am, what would you do if you win a lottery? How would you use it?
Win a lottery? Okay, I have never bought a lottery though. But yes, if I win a lottery, I would like to open a school, open an old age. Okay. And two schools. In fact, that is my dream. One is with the fees, taking fees and giving education. Another one is completely free education for the poor. That is my thing, something I have dreamt of, but not sure. But if I'm getting a lottery, definitely that would be my first thing to do.
Yes. We wish you get a jackpot, win a jackpot.
I'm just praying that I would get. Now, after you said there's a lottery that will come up.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Definitely. We wish that you get one of the jackpots and your dream being fulfilled. That's really nice. And I love the way you said, very honestly and genuinely, you said, I'm transparent, and I could see the transparency here. One school is for the people who can't afford it, and one school where people could afford it. Let them join. And of course, an old age home as well. Home for the aged. That's really very nice. Yes. Beautiful. Dear ma'am, I'd like to go with the next question. Were you good at sports and games when you were a teenager or in school?
At school, yes. I was a captain for the volleyball, throw ball. I was the captain for that. And after that, it was dropped. Everything was dropped. And yes, but I like to play shuttle even now. The badminton, the lawn tennis, this thing, I love to play. Wherever I go, if we go in a group together, get together, spend a whole day, all the sports, mainly I love to play that. Even now I play. Okay,
ma'am, you've reminded me of something which I've been missing all this time. That's on my mind to play.
Okay.
Shuttle badminton, and I'm taking it easy. I'm just neglecting it. But you reminded me today, and I'm going to go tomorrow to the market and get one nice set of rackets and,
Please do.
Yes, because it's going to keep us healthy and fit, right?
Yes, it does. It does.
Thank you. I really like that. Even I played till today when you said that something is struck back to me. Even why, if you can do it, let me to do that.
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am. Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So, dear ma'am, what is that one change you would like to bring in the world? You think that something's not okay. I want to bring about a change in this field, and I would like to work on this area and zone and bring a change in the world. What is that? Is there anything like that?
Definitely in the education, because I'm been into education. Definitely, I'm trying to bring the change in the education, especially with the teacher fraternity sector, especially because the whole universe, the future generation lies on the shoulder of these teachers. And the passion that we had as teacher to learn, to explore, to experiment, to try new things, and we did it all by ourselves. Nowadays, we have ready-made lesson plans, we have curriculum, ready curriculum, everything is ready, but still the teachers don't want to do it. Why? Because there is, it's on a general basis with my observation, with my career, because I was very less in 10, 15 years into teaching. After that, I came to management stuff. So less of teaching, what I did, but even that is a learning, and passion is lacking with the teachers nowadays. So that passion, to create that passion, every training I go, Crystal, I always tell, don't do your work by the salary that you get. Do your work that you're satisfied that, yes, today what I have delivered to the children is really what they needed. And I have delivered beyond that to the satisfaction of your own self. And that change to bring, it's really not easy. It's not easy. Yes, we do trainings, but how many of the teachers are implementing, not implementing, whether the training is giving them some boost to perform better? How many of us are following? How many of us are not following? We hardly know. So the only thing, not exactly I can bring the change a single-handed, but yes, that is something that I'm trying to do so that I can bring that change. The only thing is that we need to stick on to the schools in such a way that the teachers start getting that passion. And degree, B.Tech, B.E, they finish and they just want to join. Today we got just one message in one of the college. Out of 100%, 20% are only qualified. 80% are taken from different backgrounds just to fulfill the seats or the subject that they are. Okay, you're good at it, teach this. They are not qualified as well. So that is something, that system which is going on. We try to educate the school, handle the school, and that is what I want to bring the change and tell them that whatever you do, you love what you do, then you will do it very happily. But if you take it as a burden, then you would not be able to do it. Because end of the day, I need to think what is the best that I did today, or what is the best I am doing, continue doing it so that I can sleep peacefully. I have fulfilled, I'm satisfied with the work that I have done, the productivity that I have brought into in a day. That is very, very important.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice, ma'am. Thanks for sharing all of that. Wonderful. Ma'am, any plans for retirement? You've given 30 plus years and yet you are strong and shining, the guiding star. Are there any plans for retirement?
No. Till the day, I'm having God permits, God's grace, if I'm having the health. Till now, God has kept me very healthy. Thank you for that. And yes, till the last date or till the last breath, if I'm able to be used to somebody, I would do that. I don't take retirement into consideration.
Wonderful. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, many of our celebrities who are here on the International Fab Talk, they always say pass when I ask this question. Here the question is, would you like to name a few best friends of yours? They say, ma'am, if you share some of their names, we forget the other names and they may feel bad. Would you like to take the risk?
I would like to take the risk. I would love to. because very honestly, I have very few who are considered as my own family, friends as such. And yes, you want me to name them? Okay. One is, Ambili Sapnesh, who owns a preschool. Okay. And she's one of my friend. And another one is Bandri Suksware. She's from Shillong, and I share the family bonding with her. Another one is Dr. Vedavati, who is owning a school in Bangalore. And yes, again, I share, and she's a very beautiful soul as well. All these are very beautiful souls. And there are n number of people who have been a backbone for me to be supportive in my team as well, in my head's team. And they are the backbone as well in the professional front, no doubt about it.
Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. That's really nice. My dear friends, if ma'am has a few more friends and she's unable to mention them now, she forgot all of you for the moment, she might have a list of friends and she loves all of you. And of course, we love you too, because you are her in her life. And of course, she's, spreading that positive energy which you have given her today on the International Family.
And one more thing I should not forget, Mr. John is here. And he has been, I know him from past couple of years, and he's the one who referred me to this platform. So thank you, John, for being here and as a friend. Yes, thank you.
That's really nice, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing all of that. Ma'am, I have a little question for you here. Are you scared of anything? Is there any fear? We've seen you smiling all the time. You have that smile. No matter what, you are ready to overcome everything. You have a solution for all the problems. You're ready to face it. But is there anything that scares you from within?
Yes, definitely. Being a human being, it's not that we are always strong. We have our own emotions. We have our own scares. We have our own fears. And yeah, many things like, I'm scared of the dark. Okay, I can't sleep in the dark. And another most important scare or the fear you can say is being, ditched by somebody, being ditched by someone. What if? The big question for me always, if I'm connecting with anybody, is what if? What if? That is I have it every time, every second at the back of my mind. So there's no this thing to say that, no, I'm very strong, I have no scare. Yeah, no, you are. Being human being are meant with all the sorts of emotions, surrounded with everything. Some you overcome, some still lie at the back of your mind.
Very well said, ma'am. Really. Even I have that fear. Who's next? What if?
What if?
Given my all to A to Z, whoever it is, if I give my all, what if they let me down?
Exactly.
This all past bitter experiences make us I don't know how to put that shield.
Yeah, we have covered it. Yes.
Stay safe. Don't let anyone hurt you. What if somebody, stay safe, be alert. They may be the best of people in front of you, but still you want to safeguard yourself not to be hurt again. That's really nice. Right. I resonate with you very well.
Thank you.
Do you get angry, ma'am?
Sorry. No, I don't get angry. I don't. I was getting angry before. I cannot say that I'm not getting angry, because to be very frank, now I'm telling such big words, but there was a time when my son, I still cannot remember, forget that. My son got 45 marks in social studies. And me as a working mother, I always expect that I'm taking care of you and you need to bring out the best in you. You need to score so much, all that. I just saw the report card and I got so angry, all the frustration or whatever it is. That's why I said emotional man is full of emotional things, and how you control them, that is your capacity. I hit him, just like that. And somewhere after that, I felt I regretted that, no, that is wrong thing that what I did, because I'm the only one for them. Who else? So then I went back to school. I said, can you please show me your marks, his paper? Well, let me see where he has gone wrong. Right. So she showed. I said, do you think he will get 45 out of 100? Where has he gone wrong? Please let me know. And she showed me the paper, and when she was seeing, before keeping it in front of me, she said, ma'am, I'm so sorry, I forgot to double the marks. You know, so I was like, okay, what's wrong? I mean, I felt so bad, and that was the last that I got angry. And from then, I mean, yeah, it took time for me to come out of it. But after that, it was like I have never got angry. Neither I have yelled even in the school as a principal. I was a principal of CBSE and ICSE school as well. And whenever I used to ask the teachers, like, what is that you need more? I mean, what is that you want something to be clarified, something to be solved? That would be the last question at the end of the meeting, any meeting. No, ma'am, you would not be helpful for us. I said, why? You can ask, let me see what I can do. No, ma'am, we want to, we are waiting so that we complain to you. We are waiting for the day when you would yell at us like other, what we have experienced earlier. So yeah, so I don't yell, I don't shout, I don't, and I have my calmness, and I know that it is the best way, that whether you get angry or you get frustrated, the best way is to be silent, and you will overcome that by your own self slowly.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. That's really very nice. The way you shared all of that, that's very nice. And, I could just share something for a minute here, if I could steal a minute from you. Even I used to beat up my children sometimes when they scored less marks or didn't write the notes and come from school. And, now my son who's in the US, he says, Mama, if you did this in US, you would be arrested. It's not allowed. He says, yes. You are a criminal, he calls me, and I have to hang my head in shame. I said, I did that. You spoil spare the rod, you spoil the child. That's the concept. We had this in, being brought up like that. So he says, Mama, this is not allowed in USA. You're such a criminal. He tells it in a humorous way, and he makes me feel guilty, and I really feel guilty about it. So even I've calmed down a lot. There's anger, the stress, we shift it on our children sometimes, the pressure. Most of the mothers out there, so stay safe. Do not, have that shift in anger. Wait and, cross-check, and then, as you said, stay calm. So let's begin to stay calm. Wonderful.
Find out what is the reason for this. What is the reason?
Yeah.
That is very, very important, because we were brought up in that manner, spanking, and, teacher will say, okay, what happened? Why didn't you do your homework? Put your knuckles down. You get nicely on your knuckles and then sit and cry and all. But yeah, nowadays it's a corporal punishment is a big no. Definitely yes. Whether it is verbal abuse, whether it is physical abuse or mental abuse, it's a big no. You cannot do that. So, yeah, I would, request everybody to keep your calm as much as possible. And if you're not able to, you just start counting backwards. 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95. So by the time you come to certain numbers, your anger would have actually reduced.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's really very nice for sharing. Now here, ma'am, do you have any weakness for sweets, chocolates, or ice cream? Yes or no?
Weaknesses, not actually for chocolates, ice creams as such, but I have weaknesses for wherever I see this, you call the corn, bhutta, what you call.
Indian corn.
Guava. Then you call, all these are my weaknesses. I mean, I like, okay, wow, I will go and pluck them now. And those are my weaknesses more than the ice creams and chocolates. So but I get loads of chocolates and it will be in my fridge, and then okay, what do I do? Okay. Yeah. So those are my weaknesses. For all the fruits are my weaknesses.
Very nice, dear. That's really nice, ma'am. Now, ma'am, coming up to the next question, I'd like to take you here, your favorite color and why.
Okay, so my favorite color, you can see here, this is something maroonish. I think this is one of my favorite. And another favorite color would be my black. I would love that color, the black. And the reason being that, the black stands for the confident level that you have in yourself. and you just feel, which is both the sides. It is on a depression side as well, and at the same time being confident and positivity as well. So yeah, so that is black, and maroon is like lively, making you look colorful, the reflection of the color on your face, and then it really glows. So these are the two most loved colors of mine.
Great. Now we have a small request, ma'am. Would you oblige to sing a little song for us?
Do you think my voice is that melodious? I don't think so.
Give it a try.
Okay, I can try, but then yes, if it is not good, definitely, you have to bear it with that. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हमनवा। न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम।
Ma'am, you just floored me. मैं तो wonder बातें भी नहीं आ रही हमको अभी. I'm just, speechless. You sing so well.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I'm still like, I was like, as you said, okay, you'll bear up with my voice and all, and I was ready. Chalega, jo bhi hai to chalega. And then when you took me on that beautiful journey of, listening, you have such a wonderful, gifted voice, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I love that song as well.
Yes, me too. That's very nice. A good pick. And the way you sang it, you did complete justice to that song.
Thank you.
Wonderful, brilliant. And I'm still awestruck. I'm really like out of the world with that song. It was really nice.
Thank you.
I would have done a mistake if I would have skipped that question, Ma'am, would you oblige? I would have done a big mistake. I would not forgive myself, maybe.
Yes. Thank you if it is so. Thank you.
Dear ma'am, before we are almost like coming to conclude this session, it will take a few more minutes. I would like you to share your favorite quote with us. Any favorite, proverb or quote which you'd like to focus today and share with us?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have made my own quote.
Yes, ma'am, you could share that with us.
It's like, happiness begins with loving yourself. Every beautiful inch, no matter what anyone else thinks, and forgiving yourself too, so that you can grow, because nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood.
Wonderful, brilliant. Perfect, perfect. Great, ma'am. Wonderful. And he says, you say that I have really made it on my own. I've, created this proverb on my own. It's like, putting my thoughts into that and creating one. Wonderful. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Ma'am, your proudest accomplishment till date, 30 plus years, amongst all of that, when did you feel the proudest? Wow, this is what I wanted and I've gained. What's that moment, ma'am?
Oh, I have many in that manner, but the first and the foremost thing in my life, what I remember and I cherish is when I was a teacher as an academic head with Pearson, regional director of South Zone with Zeelearn Limited. I played all the roles, but whenever I did that, I used to attend conferences, many workshops, or you say any of it. I used to always sit and think, one day I want to be the other side of this platform and talk. I need to be on the other side. That was the focus from the day when I became a teacher, when I started attending these sort of workshops, conferences, seminars, and all that. In 2000, after the long thought and working towards it, in 2019, the first time I got an opportunity in Jaunpur, Haryana, in Jaunpur, Haryana, no, UP, Jaunpur. It was seminar, a conference with international delegates. First time in my life. International delegates, vice chancellors of universities, principals, teachers, everybody around a crowd of 200 to 250. And the topic given to me was 21st century skills. To be presenting it to this wide spectrum of the people and who are highly qualified than what I was as such. So, and the first time it was like my hands were shaking, my legs were shaking, and the podium that I was standing, I knew the body language, how it is, and not to hold, and all that I had studied and I was observing and all. So the way I presented, and I made sure that my fear is not being shown up, and putting my hands and talking with my hands as well, and presenting it to the presentation that I did. And the first award that I earned was the Best Speaker Award. So that was the one that started in my life, the dream come true, that, okay, not bad, I am able to. Then that is where it was like unstoppable, started from there. Once you post that I got this award, then what happens is you're being called, recognized and called.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, we had a power cut just now and it took me a moment to come back. Thanks for staying with us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Am I clearly audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are. You are.
Yes. You can come on camera, ma'am. You can be on camera.
Okay.
Okay. And you won't find me on camera because it will be difficult for me to come on camera. So I'll conduct it off camera. Is that fine?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, dear. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, dear ma'am, we were with our colors and then after that we came to the favorite quote, your proudest achievement. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
It was, yes, your proudest achievement. And then, dear, I'd like to go to the next question. Do you have pets at home?
No, I don't have a pet.
You don't like?
Okay. I like to watch them from far, but I'm scared to be near them. So.
Okay, dear. That's really nice, ma'am. I love cats and you don't like to have, fine. How would you look at a cup? If I had a cup in my hand or if you had a cup in your hand, how would you look at it? Is it half full or half empty? How would you answer that?
Okay. I would say that I would look at it as half full.
Great, wonderful. That's really nice. Thanks for adjusting with the power cut over here at our area. Thank you so much for adjusting with the technical snag. Thank you so much. No dear ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much. Dear ma'am, the next part is, how many languages are you able to converse in? How many languages?
4 languages.
Okay. Okay. English, Hindi to mujhe malum hai. Iske alawa, Kannada?
Yes, Kannada and Marathi.
Oh, great. So then if that is the case, ma'am, you have 4 languages. You've already sung a beautiful song for us in one. Would you please oblige to sing another song? Because I'd love to hear your voice. If you could just treat us to one more song, I would be really happy.
I'm bad with lyrics. Okay, only those I knew. Okay. Okay. No song comes to my mind though. Okay. Okay, 2-liners. Is that okay? Yeah.
Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी, न वो समझ सके न हम, मुबारक तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए, मुबारक तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए. Yeah, I don't. I'm bad with lyrics,
wonderful,
my dear.
Wonderful, ma'am. Brilliant, brilliant. You really. No, one day I'm just going to call you here and just give one session and listen to all your songs and record all of them.
Oh
Trust
my
me, I'm
goodness,
going to
I'm
give you
honored.
feedback.
Thank you. I didn't know my voice was like pleasant so much. Thank you for that.
Yes, dear. It's very nice. I'm going to do that. I would love you to oblige and again revisit the fact talks. Thank you so much. Dear
Yes.
ma'am, now we'll go on to a small round called as the rapid fire round. It will just take 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Yes, dear. Now, dear friends, it's the rapid fire round. Stay with us tuned because we're going to get to know about the likes and dislikes of Dr. Aruna Wadkar. She's been giving us an insight into her journey on her experiences in life, professional front. Of course, now we'll go deeper to understand her likes and dislikes and to understand how she's such a lovely person. And of course, we would also be like her if we are ready to face life and not be in the flight mode, but in the fight mode and challenge every single situation with a brave heart. The first round is over, the second round starts now, and here the answer has to be in one word or two words.
Okay.
Right, ma'am?
Okay. All right.
Am I audible?
You are. You are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So here we go into this session called as the rapid fire round. Ma'am, are you a listener or a speaker or both?
I'm both.
Oh, great. All great listeners become great speakers, right?
Yes,
Wonderful.
I believe that.
Ma'am, what is that one superpower that you would want to get from the Almighty or the universe? If God were to offer you, or the Almighty was to offer you, yes, Mr. Dr. Aruna, you could just take this gift from me. It's a superpower. You could select anyone. What would you select?
I would select to give more love and affection to the whole universe. That is what you fill it in me so that I can share it more to people. I love that.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Dear ma'am, any two red flags in life? Just mention the names of the red flags. Be alert. These are red flags.
Okay. The red flags will be, I need to think of it. There is rapid fire. I need to quickly think on it. Okay. Red flags is what I mean. I should not be hurting anybody as well. Okay. Yeah. I can say treat others the way you want to be treated.
Great.
And,
that's really nice.
And practice gratitude to whatever you receive and whatever you get in life.
Great. That's really nice. So people out there, if you don't treat others well, that's not fair. It's a red flag in your life. And if you're not thankful, that's the next red flag. So have gratitude and of course, treat others with love. That's the message. Stay safe if you are in that zone where you don't treat people in the right way and are not thankful. Ma'am, do you think mental health awareness is necessary it's necessary, of course. I mean, are we giving the sufficient mileage for it, the sufficient, push to make everyone come into the fore and accept that mental health is of importance? Because many of them don't come easily forward. They think it's a stigma. Do you think we should do more, or are we doing sufficient work?
No, we are actually not doing sufficient. Because
yes.
we are not doing sufficient because it is very much needed that we bring that awareness of mental health to everybody. And we spoke many couple of things that your self reflection, all these aspects goes to what you brings to you the mental health. And mental health right now after COVID is very bad, and it is very much needed that the more you share the awareness of how important is mental health than the wealth that you have. And it counts more than the wealth.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice. Thanks for sharing. Dear ma'am, could you name any two changes that you visualize in the next 50 years?
Okay. 50 years. Okay. The sustainable development goals that we all talk about, which I've been a part of as a speaker as well, if we are really maintaining or going ahead and saving the environment, the atmosphere, with all the 17 sustainable development goals, then definitely we would be getting back our world, which was earlier when our ancestors were a part of this world, with greenery, with no pollution, with more economically, the more, more of fresh air around. That is one thing. And the second thing is, yes, as we say, all have started with AI, the new technology. So it says that even in education, the teacher cannot be replaced because of technology, but the teacher who doesn't know technology will definitely be replaced.
Oh my God, that's really a shocker. Because many of the teachers are very complacent. They said, okay, fine, I'm teaching and my job is done. Right? You have,
yes.
Could you just put that once again out, ma'am, the last two lines?
Okay, sure. It says that, as we are going into the intensity of technology, it says that definitely technology cannot replace teachers, but the teachers who are not well versed with technology will definitely be replaced.
Thank you for that. That's very clear. And I really love the way you put that. And it's a warning signal for all the teachers who say, no, I'm fine with only teaching. If you do not, if you're not ready to learn the new age technology innovations that have come up, make the effort. Don't say I don't know. Go ahead, learn, request someone, either attend some seminars, webinars, pay for it and go for it. Ma'am, I really love this, ma'am. You get full 10 on 10 for this answer from me. Maybe I can give you more than 10, I would say. That's very nice. Dear ma'am, if you are given a beautiful chance to go into the past and relive somebody's life, whose life you would love to relive?
In past, to relive somebody's life, okay?
Yes, dear.
I would like to go back and live my grandfather's life, grandparents' life, both respect to them, but I would like to go there because that was such a very, no manipulation, simple mindset, simple living. I would definitely like to go back. If a time machine takes me there, I would definitely be going there with them.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, dear. Now, ma'am, I just ask another question. Do you forgive others easily? Yes or no?
To be very frank, yes, I do. But I also would add that, we are human beings. So somewhere there is something that always comes to your mind. Today's situation is because of so and so. But yes, from our end, we should always forgive. And I try to do the best to make sure that I forgive everybody and everybody who is being a part of the life.
Yes, dear. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
I would take it as 8.
Oh, great. That's really nice. Ma'am, you have to now make a choice. There's no guava, there's no Indian corn. It's cakes, chocolates, and ice cream. What is your first pick?
Between the two, chocolates and ice cream, you mean?
Chocolates, cakes, and ice creams.
Ice cream.
Great, me too. Is it summer, winter, rainy, or spring?
Only one?
Only one.
Okay, I love spring.
Great. Love traveling by land, water, or air?
Air.
You'd love to stay in a city, village, or a town?
City.
Great. When you help others, do you expect anything in return? Yes or no?
No.
Your idea of a beautiful day in one word?
Productive.
Wonderful. Brilliant answer. That's really nice because many of the celebrities, they answer in more than one word. And when I say in one word, it just means one word. That's really nice. You said that, productive. I love that, ma'am. That's so concrete and so evident that you are a productive person out there. Very nice. And it just popped out of your mind quickly and you said productive. Wonderful. Are you a good cook? Yes or no?
Yes.
The name of your favorite recipe?
The favorite recipe what I prepare is sabudana khichdi.
Wow, great. Would love to taste that. That's nice.
You're most
The name of
welcome.
your, pardon? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, ma'am, for being so sweet. Thank you. Dear ma'am, the name of your favorite teacher or sir when you were in school?
My favorite teacher is Miss Vanita, because from Maharashtra, when we shifted to Mysore, she was the one who taught me Kannada, holding my hand, though being in 10th standard. It looked like jalebi to me, you know.
Yes,
And
ma'am, very true.
and then I said, I'm finding it difficult. And in 10th standard, because of her, I passed the 10th grade with language with 35, the percentage, because my first language was Hindi. So the Kannada teacher, what I remember is what is very fresh till date.
How nice. To me also, all these, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, all of these, like, I feel it's like the jalebi language. We shouldn't say that. But for us, it's quite difficult.
No, when
but
it
anyways,
is,
yes, dear, go
sorry,
ahead.
when it is
Go ahead.
new, yes. But when you know, then it is, oh, okay, it's easy. That's how it goes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. Thanks for sharing, ma'am. Dear ma'am, are you a morning, an early bird or a night owl?
Depends on the situation. But yes, almost early bird, not too early, like my mom, grandma, and grandpa, not that too early, but I'm early. And if needed, night out as
well. Oh, great. That's nice. Situation based. That's nice.
Yes.
So you're a morning person as well as active in the night based on the situation.
Yes.
Salty, sweet, or spicy food?
I mean, there's all together. I mean, in a mixture
all
of
together.
Then only it is tasty. Without salt, it won't be tasty. Only spice won't be tasty. So it is the combination of all will make it tasty, right?
Super. That's really nice. That's the way you look at life. No matter what comes in your life, there's something hidden in this question. You see how you look at life. Ready to take everything that comes. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Yes, dear. So I got your answer here for this question, which is coming up. I don't know. I may be right. Introvert, extrovert, ambivert. Where do you find yourself?
Extrovert.
Yes, I guess that. When you are alone, Dr. Aruna, there's no gadget with you, no computer, no laptop, no internet, no power, maybe that too. You're just alone in the room with pure sunlight and you're connected to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts take you? Into the past, or it's racing into the future, or are you connected to the present? Your thoughts are, keeping you busy with the present moment. Mindful of the present, I should say.
All right. So I mostly deal with the present, but the past helps us to design the future. Think in the present and design the future.
Oh, great. Well answered. That's superb. Excellent, ma'am. You love socializing or me time?
Both at certain times. Without socializing, a social animal cannot survive. And it's not that 24/7 we need socialize, we need me time as well. So how you sort it out, it's in your hands.
Cool. That's very nice. Wonderful answer. I love the answer. Ma'am, are you a great thinker, a great doer, or both of these?
Both.
Perfect. That's really nice. You love home cooked food or cooked food ordered from outside?
Home cooked.
Okay, great. Is it experiential learning or learning from books that fascinates you?
Experiential learning fascinates me.
Oh, great. That's really nice. You love fresh salads or fried food?
Fresh salads.
Wonderful. You love to visit a beach or a forest?
If permits, both.
Oh, great. Wonderful. You love to walk, ride a two-wheeler, or drive a four-wheeler?
Walk.
Wonderful. That's really nice. On a little table, there's a nice book, interesting book, and great music. You're given a choice to select only one. What would you select?
Music.
Oh, great. That's nice because you have a lovely voice too. That's really nice. Ma'am, one last question and we are done for the session. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for being such a, patient guest, such a patient and humble person that, yes, the power snapped off and I'm unable to connect, in the normal call where I could see you and you could see me. I could see you, but of course you can't see me. If I turn on the data, maybe we'll lose access to a lot of, the data. So that's why I'll be off camera. One last question.
Mm-hmm.
As we all know that there are 3 magical words: please, sorry, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from these 3 magical words, which the universe, already know about, and people, our parents, grandparents, they say, please use these words when you discuss, when you communicate, when you respond. They create magical effects in the lives of others and in your own. Apart from these 3 magical words, we love to hear from Dr. Aruna Wadkar, extra 3 magical words. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, I would say, gratitude, keep the trust, and be loyal.
Great, wonderful. That's really very, very nice.
Just added to that, I always would want to tell people that, being in the society, and especially when you are with your near and dear ones, don't play with the mind and the verb and your speech and your feeling. What you think, what you speak, and what you feel should be the same. You shouldn't speak something, you shouldn't think something, and you shouldn't feel something. If all are aligned together, then definitely there is no chance of being stressful.
Superb, ma'am. That's really very nice. We are humbled and happy and, excited with joy to have had you today. That's really nice. We'd love to have you on many more sessions. We love the energy levels that you have, the passion that you have. All the women out there, here is a beautiful, person who you could find, as a great role model, as an inspiration. No matter what's your problem, stay strong, stay tall, be dignified, and be ready to be on the fighting mode. Face your challenges. Every problem has a solution. That's what I'd like to sign off with this, ma'am. Would you like to give us any more message, ma'am, from your side? A one-liner, maybe? One last from your side?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Just like to say, people, be happy, focus on yourself, live for yourself, be happy, and share the happiness and love and affection how much you can, because you don't know what is awaiting for you tomorrow. Just be with people, share and care.
Very nice. Very true, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are really honored and happy to have had your presence. Thanks to all our guests who are with us. Thank you for being with us and thanks for connecting. My dear audience, stay connected, stay tuned. And it's a goodbye now from the International Fabtalks. We love you, spread humanity and stop the war. A request to all the world leaders, stop the war and begin to love and, encourage people to survive on this earth, empower them to live, not take away lives. No more orphans, please. Just as ma'am said now, Dr. Aruna said, we need to spread love, kindness. Let that be, my dear leaders, because nowadays the leaders, there's lots of fight going on, ma'am, and we have to just create some awareness to avoid wars. Absolutely. No matter what. As you said, we never know what's the next moment going to happen. So let's focus on peace, joy, and happiness. And with that, we sign off from the International Fabtalks. Thanks for being a wonderful audience. And thanks for being a great celebrity, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.